Welcome back to the channel, and for today's video, I got a top stock to watch out for right now. Now, I wanted to get this video out to you guys because ticker symbol SRPT, SAREPTA Therapeutics, right now is on sale. Now, let me explain it a little bit, though. The stock fell from where it was yesterday, around $110, to lows this morning at $55. I mean, this thing completely dumped this morning during pre-market. I can't even scroll all the way up to see where we were yesterday. Around $110, fell this morning during pre-market, tried to stabilize a little bit, took a dip at open, and now here we are trading at around 55, or we were trading at $55 at low, now we're trading around $61. I took a position here around 58, let me see my exact entry. I got in at 58.25 for an entry, somewhere around here. I've been holding out. I'm only up a couple dollars on the trade, which, hey, it's a win for me so far, and I'm going to keep it that way. That's why I got a couple stop losses here, just making sure that I don't go below basically any types of gains here. But looking forward for this stock, let's see what actually happened here. I'll pull up some news sources. So the stock plummeted to a 5-year low because they missed the results trial goal. Okay, it looks like there was another article here I was reading earlier that they did not meet their primary endpoint goal, and because of that they fell short, and then they just got obliterated with price cuts. 217 down to 148, 185 to 82, down to 146, 146. But the thing about all these price targets is it's still exponentially higher than what the stock is at right now. I mean, this stock took a dip all the way down to 55 bucks and still at $60 with upside. I mean, not saying that it's going to jump to $80, $90, $100 by end of day today, but with an overreaction this large to the downside, there is room for this stock to at least move back up to the 70s and 80s, which for us would be a huge opportunity. Now, I'm still letting you guys know this is a good time to get in my personal opinion, because of how much upside there is. For me, if you get in now at $60, you have upside potential till basically $80, $90, at least $80 I see this running back up to, which would be a 30% jump. Now, downside risk, the absolute lowest you want to hold this to is 55 in my personal opinion, because then it could get a little choppy. This is already the 5-year low at 55, which would be about 10% to the downside. So you're looking at 10% of downside with 30% of upside. That, to me, is a good trade. Now, this is going to be more of a swing trade. I'm going to hold this for a couple days. I'm going to keep a stop loss tight. I'm going to make sure that I take a little bit as we move up. I think my next position to take more off is this 64 area, breaking above this resistance right here where we previously were in pre-market. If we could break above that, I think that this stock has more room to run back to 70, and then I would take more off there. But I'm going to take small increments here and there as we keep moving up. Now, this is a risky play because of how much it fell, but it also has a lot more reward because of how much it fell. We're down 43% onto the day right now, and the stock has a lot of upside based on just price targets. Now, obviously, you got to do your own due diligence and kind of figure out yourself what you want to actually do with this stock. But based on the news that came out about it, I think that taking a trade here around this $60 area when you're watching this video is not a bad idea. Take a trade at 60, put a stop loss at 58, and put a stop loss at 55. Those are your two areas where I want you to take some shares out here, or add if you're feeling confident, and then completely get out of the trade if it drops below 55. That'd be a 10% loss, which is a little bit larger than I like to take, but for a trade with this much risk to reward ratio, there's a lot more upside, in my opinion, than there is downside. So take a trade at 60, watch your stop losses at $58 and $55. Take some off. If you get in at 60, I would take some off at this 64 area if we can get up here. I'm still just sitting in it right now. Obviously, it's not doing a whole lot. It's kind of just sitting sideways. Oops, I didn't mean to draw that marker. But it's sitting sideways right now. It did have a little bit of a run up, and that's where I got called on it. And I got in a little bit later than I wanted to, this 58 area. So, you know what, we're going to keep watching it. The market is turning around. The SPY looks to be jumping back up around 415 area after its big fall this morning with the NASDAQ. So let's see what happens. But with a stock that fell this hard, this fast, they tend to recover. Now, I could pull the chart out a little bit longer, but like the article said, this is its 5 years low. There's not much more to talk about with it. I mean, it was a well-performing stock for a long time, but it's crazy that these therapeutics companies can turn around so quickly just based off of one trial result, okay? So you gotta remember that. This one trial caused a massive beatdown of 40% of stock. let's think a little realistic. The company is still obviously not a great company going forward right now, at least in the short term until they turn some things around. But the stock itself, there's still a lot of holders up here that are going to start buying down here to at least get closer to potentially even breaking even or try and cut their losses a little bit less than what it is right now. But there's a lot of short-term traders like you and I that are looking at this that see a lot more upside than there is downside. We are at 5-year lows, okay? There's a lot more room to run to the upside, and that's what I think about this stock. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this stock. It is definitely, there's some risk there, but there's a lot more reward. Let me know in the comments, guys. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and comment down below what you think of ticker symbol SRPT. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.